Hi guys, this is Stephanie Maggio with the Cutting Edge Realtors.
And my name is Kevin Yoder with Primary Residential Mortgage. And today we wanted to make a video about purchasing a home as a first-time home buyer. You know, what to expect and what to do before you actually make your dream of home buying a reality. I think we spent a lot of time discussing, what are the main points for people to know, and that's just what we wanted to explain to you guys today. So Stephanie, if someone's a first-time home buyer and they're thinking about buying a home and they come to you, what are the first couple things you recommend they do?
The first thing that I always recommend my people do is to go and actually talk to a lender to start the pre-approval process so that we know exactly how much home that they'll be able to afford, which is very important, obviously, in trying to find a home. And then also, start thinking about things that you need and things that you want and trying to differentiate between the two. Like, how many bedrooms do you absolutely need? How many bathrooms do you need? Versus something like you want, do you want a hot tub in your backyard, when you move in? I mean, it's just something like that. You'll need to start thinking about and talk to, the other people in the process too. Talk to your partner about it. Maybe each of you make a list or something, which is what I usually have my people do actually, is I have them make a list, each of things that they need and then compare. And I think those are your first kind of two steps. Start the pre-approval process and start thinking about your needs and your wants.
Those are good.
Yeah. So, Kevin, for first-time home buyers, what kind of loan options are available to them?
So there's several loan options available. So there's conventional, FHA, VA, and USDA. Conventional and FHA require down payment, but VA and USDA don't. So if you're a veteran or if you're active duty, you have access to the VA loan. And if you're purchasing a property in a rural area, you have access to the USDA loan. Now, for FHA and conventional, even though they do require down payments, there are down payment assistance programs available to help you utilize one of those loan programs.
So you were talking about down payment assistance programs. What do those look like? Who qualifies? And what are some of the requirements? Because a lot of people still think that you need 20% down to buy a house, which is absolutely not true.
Yeah, you definitely don't need 20% down to purchase a house. As I alluded to earlier, the down payment assistance programs cover your down payment. So there's lots of different programs out there, but the most common one that we see is CHAFA. CHAFA is great because it covers your down payment plus a couple $100s of your closing costs. And it's available to anyone. Even if you're not a first-time home buyer, you still have access to the CHAFA program. There are a few requirements. It's not true zero money down. You still have to have $1,000 of your own money into the transaction. And they do require a 620 credit score. As far as debt-to-income requirements, those are different depending on whether you use conventional or FHA with your down payment assistance. But that's something your loan officer will walk you through.
When is it better, do you think, to not use a down payment assistance program?
So if you have the money for down payment, even if it's not much, I usually still recommend people go that route, just because if you have a decent credit score, you're actually going to get a lower rate with putting money down. And it's nice not having to worry about repaying your down payment assistance down the road. With CHAFA, you don't have to make any monthly payments on your down payment assistance, but you do have to pay it back down the road. But it is interest-free. So the whole time it's sitting there and you're not paying it back, it's not accruing any interest. So if you borrow $10,000 from the beginning, then in 15 years or 20 years or whenever you sell or refinance, you pay back $10,000.
When should first-time home buyers start reaching out to you, and what are some things that they can do to start, meeting some of these requirements? So if anyone is listening and they, you have a high debt-to-income ratio or your credit score isn't, 620 or above, what are some things that they can do right now? When should they reach out to you?
So we usually recommend people reaching out at least 3 to 6 months before they actually plan on purchasing a house. And reason why is because if your credit's not in great shape or you have too much debt, those are things we can look at and help step out a plan for you in order to get to a point where you can purchase a house. Now, you might come to us and you might be able to purchase a house just the way you are. And we might just say stay on the same track for another 3 to 6 months and then you'll be good to go. But it's so much better to come to us beforehand, because if you wait until you absolutely have to buy, but then there's something that comes up that you have to do some debt reduction or work on your credit for a while, that's definitely not best case scenario. So that's why we really recommend people come to us early That way when you're ready to buy, you can go ahead and pull the trigger.
So everyone's talking about these low rates. What are low rates? Why do they matter? Why should people pay attention to them when they're looking to buy a home?
Absolutely. So rates right now are historically low. And what that means for you, if you're purchasing a house, is that you can actually afford more house. That could mean that if rates are 1% lower right now than where they were last time you looked at purchasing a house, you might be able to qualify for $30,000 to $40,000 more house. So, if you're kind of wondering, well, should I buy now? Should I wait? Now's a great time to buy just because rates are low.
Yeah, wow.
Stephanie, we've talked a lot about the requirements, but what should people do next? If they're listening to this and they're thinking, okay, I think I might want to buy a house. This all sounds good. What's the next step?
Talk to us. Yeah, reach out to us. I mean, like he said, you can talk to a lender, at least, 3 to 6 months beforehand. So if you're even considering buying in the near future, reach out to him. His information will be below on here. And then you can reach out to me too. I can get you in touch, and then we can start looking at other things that we need to be doing as well on our side to get you ready to where you can buy as soon as possible, which would be awesome. So yeah, reach out to us. Our information is here, and we're really happy to have talked with you guys today about this.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye. Hi, guys. This is Stephanie Maggio with the Cutting Edge Realtors.
Oh. Okay. Let's get it again.
How's the weather treating you?
It's fantastic.
That's great. That'll be a blooper.
Water.
Yeah, me too, man. Is it okay that we're not wearing masks? Yeah, because people can, gather in their houses, right? Hi, my name is Stephanie.
Word.
No, okay.
Okay.